Diane and Denmark here, rah, rah, rah. It is Tuesday morning and it is dull and grey outside. We'll probably get some more rain today, but hey ho, you know what I always say, we make our own sunshine. And I'm going to be out with Vibeke and Helena today. We are celebrating Vibeke and Helena's birthdays, and we're going out for a little treat sometime this afternoon. So anyway, it's all good. Checking with you for two things today. We are on to, drumroll please, day 14 of our Declutter challenge. I'll get to that in a minute. And also we're working in zone 2 this week. It's the second week of the month, which means it's zone 2. You know, first week of the month, zone 1, second week of the month, zone 2, which is the kitchen. Now you saw me in here yesterday. I was doing a bit of cleaning in here. Keep going strong with that. For your decluttering for our 40-day challenge, you may want to do it by zone, you may want to just do random stuff, whatever works for you. But I'm finding that this year you're really getting into and you're really seeing that it doesn't have to be like 40 boxes or 30 bags, just one item. And I've seen you posting on Instagram, hashtag Diane in Denmark, if you're posting, if you're decluttering along with us. I've seen some of you saying, didn't think I had time to do it today, and then you found one thing, and you know what happens, often you find one thing and it snowballs. Anyway, if you want to see the rest of the decluttering challenge this year, they're all on the same playlist. So my items for today, we are in the kitchen, and I'm going to declutter some tea towels. Now, you might want to go for, maybe you've got a lot of, you know, kitchen implements. Maybe you've got like 15 spatulas and you only use 2. You know, take a look around your kitchen, see what you've got. Maybe you've got mugs that you don't use any longer. And I'm actually thinking about that. I think I'm actually going to declutter a mug today as well. Anyway, I'll show you what I'm going to declutter in a minute. And it's also kind of related to a recent trip that I did to Slovenia. Now, for many of you who have been following me for a while, you'll know that I am a winter bather. We swim all year round naked in the Danish Sea. And I've recently got into ice swimming, winter swimming. So we're actually swimming, you know, competitions, but with swimming costumes. And when you swim competitions, it's with swimming costume. And I was in Bled, I was in Slovenia, at Lake Bled recently. There we are. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. And you know what, if you've ever taken part in some kind of 5K race, or your kids have been in some kind of competition, you know that, you know, you always end up with these kind of freebies or goodie bags. And I've gone through my stuff from the Winter Swimming Championships and decided what I'm holding on to, what I'm not holding on to. I'm holding on to the little bag that we got, because those are actually quite useful for us. But I will get rid of one that I've got down in the basement. I don't need to have 15 of these bags, but this one is quite nice because it does have, you know, it says World Championships in Winter Swimming. So that one I'm keeping, and one will be going out. Remember, something comes in, something goes out. I was part of Team Denmark, and we had Team Denmark hats. If you missed the video, it's all up there. It was one of the best weeks of my life. I was away with the girls that I know, Sue and Kate and Lena and Victoria and Bettina. Anyway, and we all, Team Denmark, we got a flag. So I'll of course be keeping the flag. We use the flags all the time in Denmark for birthdays. And I've got a couple of badges, but I've got actually several of these. I'm not going to hold on to all of them. I don't need all of them. But I'll probably hand those on to my friend Lena, because she likes to have badges on everything. And also I've got my little trophy from the event. Go me! You may remember I was, let me see, what was it? I'm the 39th fastest woman in the world in my age group at 25 meters breaststroke. There you go. And remember, it's winter swimming, ice swimming, so the temperature's got to be below 5 degrees Celsius for the water, which I think is 41, and it was much colder that night. You know, there was ice on the bathing bridges in the morning. Anyway, there was also, you know, when in our little kind of goodie bag, there was a whole lot of, you know, touristy information about Slovenia, beautiful country. That's where I was swimming, in that lake. I was swimming down there. So those can go, and I've had fun the last couple of weeks, you know, reminiscing about it. I don't need to hang on to those. I can get all the information on the internet. So those are going, though I will of course keep my certificate, but I don't need to keep any of the papers from the event. Okay? And in my old, you know, dark side days, I would feel that I would have to hang on to everything. Oh, and there was one last thing where we also got, you know, a water bottle, you know, with water that you could drink, and then that went to recycling. But also some mackerel and sardine patty. Anyway, I'll get that used up. I'll probably have it for my lunch the next couple of weeks. So just think about that. Anything that comes into the house, and some, you know, when I travel, clutter-free souvenirs. So what did I bring back? I brought back my famous tea towels. If you see me posting on Instagram, and I'm the same as here, Diane in Denmark, I post a shiny sink picture where you can see, you know, and I like to have some nice tea towels. It just makes it nice for me when I'm closing down the kitchen to, you know, I light the candles and I put out a fresh tea towel every day. Anyway, Slovenia, a little hand towel, and this one is really pretty. This is my new tea towel. But, you know, one comes in, one goes out. So let's go and look in the tea towel drawer. And I think I've also got a mug that can go. Just hold on, let's go. And I forgot to tell you about a souvenir that I actually brought back from my daughter. How cute is that? She loves making porridge for her breakfast. And, you know, when you come down the stairs in the morning, you're a bit, how can you not be happy when you've got this to stir your porridge with? And it says Slovenia. So that was a really good clutter-free gift for my daughter. For my son and my husband, I got them some chocolate. So some Slovenian chocolate. That is long gone, so no clutter there. Anyway, let's get over with the tea towels. Okay, I hope you can see, we have these drawers where we keep our kitchen stuff, and also on the very bottom there are drawers down here for extra space. It looks like it's kind of baseboards, but there's actually storage all the way down to the bottom here. Anyway, you've seen this one before, and I just want to point out again, when these Flylady missions come up to, you know, sort out, you know, just one drawer or one shelf, you only have to do it once, because after that you've got kind of everything in its place, you know where stuff is, and once it's done, like there's no kind of major upkeep. So this is where I keep my tea towels, and you've seen this before. I've kind of, you know, I did the KonMari folding thing. I really like that method because you can see everything at a glance. And in this one, then I've got my kitchen, my oven gloves, and one apron, and I've got one apron, if you can go up there, that I keep, that I'm using at the moment. And then when I switch those over, you know, so I've got 2 aprons. I don't need 15 aprons. And down here, just in an old box, this is where I keep the pads for my Scoosh Scoosh mop, and extra cleaning cloths, and any tea towels that get so stained, they then turn into rags, and I cut them up and I use them for, you know, doing things like swish and swipe. So actually from this lot here, I'm actually going to get rid of this one, because this one's getting pretty stained and not so nice. So that's going to now join the rags. And I think the other one's okay. So I'm just going to pop my 2, hold on, let me just grab those. Yeah, these are just going to go right there, and then I normally kind of take the ones at the front. And so also when you notice that you're kind of getting too much in one drawer, you don't need more storage. You need to check what you've already got in the drawer. Maybe you've just got too much stuff. Let me see if I can also find a mug, because I was thinking about that. Right, and this is the same. This is where we have the family's mugs and all the glasses that we need, and my posh coffee teacups. they're next door in the dining room, you know, the set that we got when we got married. So this is basically it. And I'm going to get rid of this one because nobody particularly likes it. I think we got as a gift from family, and we've all got, you know, our favourite mugs. So have a wee think about that. I'll also, you know, if things are coming in, if you're getting gifts, you know, you may use it for a while, but if you're not loving it, let's pass it on to somebody else that might want to use it. Okay, and one last thing before I let you run off for the day. It is Tuesday, which in Flylady land is plan and play day, desk day, whatever you want to call it. Remember, you don't, if it doesn't work for you for doing it on a Tuesday, do it on a different day of the week. I talked about this during my Flylady refresher course and all the refresher things about Flylady. You know, if you're working shifts or if you've got kids or maybe you're going out to care for somebody, you know, you set it up to suit you, and I've got lots of tips about that on that playlist. I'll put it up there. Anyway, plan and play day. You might want to think about planning meals for the week. You know, I've sat down, we always go through the diary, what's coming up, what the kids going to, is anybody travelling. Keep your friends on your radar. You know, I'm seeing friends soon. What about things like dentist, the doctor, hair appointments, anything like that? Have you got birthdays? Our parties coming up? Let's just have a wee think about those. And the other thing that I like to do on a Tuesday is menu planning. And I keep in my control journal at the back, I've got a list of you know, meals that we like, and then, you know, we basically do like the same 14 meals over the month, and then add in extra things. And I'm really the type that likes variety, so it doesn't work for me having one plan for the month, because I get bored with that. But we have like 14, I don't know, say 14 to 18 dishes that we eat on a regular basis, and most of them I've done videos about. That's on my recipes playlist. And then, you know, we add in other things, and we're adding in a few extra things to our kind of basic menus at the moment. Things that we're really enjoying at the moment are dal. I'm not a big fan of dal, but I've found a really good one, which is coconut milk dal, which is really delicious. So that one has now been added to our kind of general rotation. Bibimbap, the Korean thing, that's been a big hit, and the whole family loves that. So that's kind of joined our regular rotation of meals. So just make it easy for you. Oh, excuse me, make it easy for yourself. Set your timer. I've got my one on the fridge there. Set your timer for 10 minutes. You don't need to plan all the things today, but you know, just take your diary, look ahead, see what's coming up. As I said to you yesterday, I like to shop by zones, so think about in the kitchen. Do you need dishwasher, tablets, coffee, you know, all these things that we want to stock up on. So on that note, I'm going to get finished with my menu plan so I can get my grocery list finished off, and that will be me. So anyway, happy decluttering out there. Have a fantastic Tuesday, and as we always say, live long and prosper. May the Danish hoodie be with you, and a wee rah rah rah. Okay, see you soon.